my God! Catastrophic failure!
Did make 500 on the first pull on pump.
Right, we got a D2. It's too much.
What are you doing back there?
Gotta change the pump that you never ordered. Stealing all my parts, actually, if I think about it. All my spare parts. My spare fuel pump gone. My spare fuel pump relay gone.
Don't tell James. Don't.
He's in there, he knows.
I know.
We're coming now for the dyno.
No way.
He's ready.
Is he ready?
He fucked up.
Oh, you didn't fuck up. So today, it's an exciting one because today we're gonna attempt to tune the car and hopefully nothing goes wrong. But first, before we can do that, there's one small, big, important thing that we have to do. And that is to
change the pump.
So we gotta put a bigger pump in it. DW 420 to be exact.
No.
220? 200. It's a Hellcat pump, believe it or not. Oh, we're gonna pop that out, put the new one in, because this is poquito fuel filter. Stock. No good. We need all the fuel. We need all the fuel. That'll be our limiting factor here. So let's change this pump out and then get into the good stuff. Fucking straight pipe K24 on the dyno. It's gonna be so loud because we're gonna have to pull it in, so it's gonna echo so badly in James's shop. Whatever.
Yeah, I'm talking. I need more shit.
Stock, not stock. So let's switch these two, drop her back in. Alright, well, that just happened. On a scale of 1 to bad, how bad is bad?
Yeah, that's bad. Garbage.
Djnoway came to the rescue. He had this Walbro kicking around. Killed this Djnoway one, but we're in business. It was even the same on it, which is interesting, but now we throw this thing in and we should be in business. What are we doing? Relay things?
Switch power.
Anyways.
DJ forgot to hit up Djnoway, so he's got a second hand Walbro. The dangle.
This thing just a relay and we'll be
ready
to party.
Gotta relay it so we can get all the juice out.
Do you really have to do a relay?
I mean, like a situation like this, where you just have a 225, like
I think it's very common.
you'll
Careful what you say, Jam.
I don't know. It's like
Say it.
you won't get all of the pump. You won't do all of it, and then if you're really pushing it, like if you have like a static pressure of like 70 psi, where it's pulling a lot of amps, look at this little wiring. And it's this little of wiring all the way to the front of the car. It's like 18 gauge, 20 gauge wiring, so it could happily melt that wiring.
Play it safe.
Play it safe, get more out of the pump the first time. The amount of times that we've had to like relay a pump on the dyno just because it needed that extra bit of, fuel pressure. Do it once.
What are you fools doing over here? I keep hearing you yelling, oh, it's working. What are you doing?
So Djnoway was trying to siphon his tank, and the little one-way valve where you can kind of plunge it wasn't working, so I cut a hole in the hose, and I took the air and blasted it.
This is why you get the big bucks.
And no one told me that this thing leaked. So as soon as I plugged it in, it just
face.
sprayed gas everywhere. But as soon as it did that, it was just
Flowing immediately.
So
that's good gas.
we should probably switch to the.
Oh my god.
Maybe I'll unplug it.
You guys have fun with that. Aunt made quick work of that relay, but now don't mind the wire running on the outside of the vehicle to the inside of the vehicle.
It's the worst part. All right, finish your clip.
No, go ahead.
Does it have a 50 mil or 30 millimeter gear?
Fitty.
You got a 50 in this?
Fitty.
All right, I got all the swing.
5-0. We're gonna see. Leave down in the comments below. It's debatable what you guys think it's gonna make, power-wise and torque-wise. If I get 240, I will be ecstatic.
It's funny,
ecstatic.
right? Because I hear some people like, yo, bone stock in a TSX with a stock muffler and cat, it made 300. It's like
it's crazy.
Well, it's hard, right? Because like dynos, when in a low torque application, because we're gonna make no torque with this thing, dynos get very sensitive, with low torque. So my dyno reads like a dyno jet. So I'm gonna say it's probably gonna be 235. If that's probably what because you have stock cams and stuff.
Yeah.
I'd say probably 235 is what it's gonna make. I mean, the number's a number. If it feels sick, it feels sick, right? Use as much jam out of it as we can, and that's what we know.
To party. Time to party. Over to James's. Oh my. That'll be fixed. That'll all be fixed.
All right, Deej. This is like the first front-wheel drive car I've had on this dyno. Oh, yeah, you're good. Never done this before with a front-wheel drive. This is different. Come on, you're good, you're good. Don't be a scaredy cat. All right, now got it. It's like that. Hold up, yeah, hold up. This is hard. Look at me. Turn your head, yeah. And then just slowly go over the roller. Nice work. Don't shut the car off. Grab a wheel strap. If it's not too long, you know, I would just strap.
So the alignment is off a little bit, so it might affect things a little bit. Definitely play a part. James is gonna get it right. Strap her up, let her rip.
Gaming, he said expect 215 on the low, on the 210, 215 on the low, 245 on the high. So he said like the real healthy ones with this configuration make like 240, like real health, like real lucky. He says, but then like sometimes they make like 205, 215. It's just like, which is hard to say. Like you'll hear a lot of people be like, dude, I made 260 almost like stock. It's like it's a number. They all vary, especially
Dynos.
At that low of torque output. Every dyno's different.
What's the recipe that he said though to get that 270 mark?
Like a head package would do everything for it, like doing cams, cam springs retainer, and a bigger intake. The engine is $900 usually, and then you got to spend $1,000 on cams plus springs retainers, and like you're like all of a sudden the K goes from being a cheap engine to not like, and then the timing component, and then the RBC gear is like $300. The chain, the guides, the pump I think is like $4 something.
Yep, with the whole kit, yeah.
Yeah, and then you get head package with the cams, that's $1,500. And all of a sudden this like cheap K is now like a $3,500 motor. Plus now you need an intake, and it's like it switches so fast. You don't
I think I'll be very stoked with how
it's a light car and you'll have a lot of RPM, it'll be really fun.
Yeah.
But it just sucks like when you're filming it, the numbers game is everything, right?
Correct.
Like, because that's their perception of this as the number.
And what's your guess? What's your number? You gotta have a number in mind. Think about it for a second. Don't just say a number.
You get what you get, and you don't get upset, right?
What do you win?
What do you win? Dinner. I'll get you dinner.
Yeah,
Quick.
Where's our
235?
fucking pizza?
We're gonna. I can get pizza
235.
if you win. 235. That's a safe number.
That's a good guess.
That's a good guess.
What's your guess?
You heard it, cause
That's me.
236, 234. Price is right. I seen it.
I'm betting 1 horsepower.
Brad, we didn't want to start until you came here.
That's a lie.
And Dagnell, you
Why
have
are
to
you
see it.
saying that? That's not true.
It did make 500 on the first pull on pump.
500.
Now he has to fine tune
He
it.
hasn't even started. Look, he's on step 4 or 5 of the setup.
No, he's got to tune it down, Bri. It's
The
too
base
much.
map too is like it's not even set up, so it's gonna be.
The base map's not even in there.
Bri, we got to detune. It's too much.
Turn the fan off, Ant.
We're gonna need those earplugs though, because
we're already ready to go. Me and Dagnell, no. OSHA compliant.
in here. My head right near here. It's gonna get loud in here, people. I said it, and I'll say it again. James, what have you done thus far? I was getting pizza.
I'm just trying to like set myself up so it'll go a little bit quicker. Trying to set up what I think is like a theoretical base map, right? Just set all the base lines good, so make sure everything's calibrated where it needs to be, so when we start tuning we can get right for the meat and potatoes.
You're gonna need those, Bri. You're gonna need those. I got the resonator, it's in the trunk, I know. I'm gonna put it on. Tony, safety first. Take them. Take them. You're gonna.
You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make the dumbass thirst.
Good, good. This belt still squeals. Everything's great.
Maybe you gotta cross the straps in the front.
Little technical difficulty. How did that feel from your point of view?
Nuts! Front wheel drive stuff, if your alignment's off, it gets really dodgy. We should have crossed the front straps, I didn't. That's my fault. It's the first front wheel drive car I think I've ever had on.
Sorry, dude. You're fine. That's why they give you these.
So the first pull is obviously going to be really messy. You might even have to lift. All right, so it's not going to be very exciting. I just forgot to hit record because I was so stressed about this thing flying off the dyno.
Oh, you gotta test one in.
That was good. It was a pretty clean first pull for like a first pull. That was good. I'm happy. It sounded great. I'm just embarrassed I forgot to hit record because I was so stressed out.
I can edit it out if you want me to, but I'm probably gonna keep it in.
All right, let's actually do a pull.
First pull?
No, I was like, oh, we'll do it without the load cell on. It won't be skewed. It's a little skewed. Let's get some load on this. Though. That runtime was fine. 256.
James, the JZ, this magical motors.
No,
golden engine.
When we tuned your JZ, the dyno was misscaled. We've dynoed 4 cars since I rescaled, and they've been dead on with DynoJet.
We're on a path to 300, I think.
No.
Uncommon.
No. Everything's good.
Look at that hit.
That's just the tune being sloppy, as you can tell. I mean, the power band is very all over the place. It's a sloppy tune, but VTEC kicked it nice.
Think about that.
That's good, you know, it's good. It's good. If you wanna, I like the runtime though. It's got a good runtime on it. I'm gonna keep dynoing it with this, and then I'll throw a load on it and see how bad it kills the number. But I like this runtime, so I'm gonna keep tuning with it like this.
Look at that first number, 256.
You had to hold on it. You put a load on it and we're gonna get the real first number.
All right, and that was only the 7,800 RPM, which means we're gonna produce more. All right, the more higher we are, the more power it's gonna make. Stock intake, we'll find out. That was 7,800.
This isn't a stock intake. It's a custom-made intake.
It's a stock intake.
Yeah.
It's not with the manifold.
The stock intake manifold.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, your fucking aftermarket intake.
At 2,000 more RPMs, if you think about it.
1,000. We're going to 88. Jamie said 88 stock motor, or it's K24.
9, right?
Stock rod bolts, stock valve trim in the head. I think the limitation is probably the head. I don't know. Jamie said 88.
Snap valve spring.
88. Jamie's the guy. All right.
So he probably pushed it to
Whatever
9,
Jamie said,
and
I'd go 200 less.
Yeah. Usually what Jamie said, you go a little less.
Shit, I didn't think of that.
So I mean, it sounded like it was revving forever. So more.
I say more.
Eddie on?
No. And it was a great runtime, right?
Quick pull.
Sounded
quick pull.
Sounded quick.
No, it was like 10 seconds.
Dude,
12
I was
seconds.
trying to hold the wheel, hit the
quick.
button, hit fucking.
I'll show you the video.
This is the first front wheel drive James has had on his dyno.
You gotta hold the steering else, then goes fine. Let's see.
Exhaust.
We got load on her now. Let's run it. Put 5% load on her. I can't really hear, but I'm sure you guys can hear me. Dagnell saying my earplugs in wrong.
Get it sideways.
I went in there. Oh my God.
It's smoking.
Oh man.
Something popped.
Something made a bunch of noise.
Holy shit.
What is this?
The axle blew.
Yeah, that's axle grease. Black axle grease.
No.
Don't get that out of a Napa axle all day.
That sucks.
Dude, it sounded like there was stuff going on in the engine. Heavily.
What'd you do? You put the wrong axles in this thing?
No, they're just AutoZone or whatever you want to
No
call
way
it.
this thing blew. I mean, it's still, even with the 5% fucking added load, it's still
No way.
No way.
So what, you put some fucking Amazon axles in this thing or what?
You need OEM axles. Nothing else.
Ew.
It's gonna do a drivetrain shop.
Well,
Warranty those out.
axle let go. Just when stuff was about to get interesting.
Damn, I did the annoying part. This was ready for the fun part. This is when we just start making jam and making it clean. It was going good.
It was going
You
great.
could tell, we already limited the manifold. Like the power is already starting to roll over at like 7,800.
So it was about to get good.
I mean, yeah, I was probably 4 or 5 pulls away from it being sick.
This is also.
That sounded nuts.
It sounded.
You think I fell? And I'm sitting in the driver's seat and all I hear is someone go, oh God, oh God. I'm like, talk to me here.
It probably just was smashed
I can
against
see
everything
it.
while it was still
I can see the inner. It doesn't look. Maybe it is. I could barely see this.
Granted, it's an axle. It could be worse, but it still sucks. That's from the. Oh, the belt. The belt too.
It's fine though. It'll break
That's
in.
fine.
Yeah, it'll break in.
This chunk of a belt is fine right there.
Yeah.
Nah, look, maybe it wasn't the axle. The belt's fucking ripped right there badly.
Tore the boot.
Nah, dude, look at that belt. You see that? Look right here in front. That belt is ripped badly.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
So
I
it's a
bet it was
belt.
slapping around, hitting the axle.
Catastrophic fail on the dyno.
It's too tight, maybe.
It sounded like a bunch of ball bearings just floating around.
Yeah.
Oh, that's piss poor.
Oh man.
She jumped. This is not lined up to that at all.
Did the belt
The belt grenade.
shit whip the axle boot?
That's what I'm thinking. Look at it.
That wasn't very cash money.
This is gonna take heavy diagnostics. All right, give me a knife.
Yeah, knife. You got a knife, Dag now?
Tom Def got a knife.
Oh,
He got that thing on him all the time.
You got a fucking license to carry that thing, Tom, or what?
all right, fire it up.
I think the axle boot is just, it's like seeping, you overpack it.
Yes, we had 2 axles and we packed this one with more grease.
what?
We might be great. Good to
Fire it
go.
up.
Ship it!
We're back.
There goes your title.
Back up, Ant, in case the belt comes off. Back up a little. Some earplugs. Well, it didn't sound terrible that
No,
time.
it's good, it's good. Still plenty of cleanup to do, but we're good.
No way.
Explode?
The belt.
Really?
Yeah, it shot out.
Oh my god.
Look at it. Like pubic hair everywhere.
Oh my god. We're losing rib by rib.
It's like spaghetti.
So it's a shame that the water pump's on that belt, or else I'd be fucking silent. Brian, sit there with a drill. We still have a half.
We have half a belt.
We just need. At least we got. As long as we got one rib, we chilling.
It's literally half the size it was when we started.
That ain't right. That ain't right.
Well,
Catastrophic fail on the dyno.
that situation is bad. James, how's this situation?
It's good. I mean, the VTEC, I keep bringing it in sooner and sooner, and it loves it. Like,
Look at the water or the power steering pump.
Yeah, it's off it basically. It was about to slip fully off.
oh, so this was
The power
DJ's
steering
fault.
pump is way too far this way.
Oh, that makes sense. Sorry. No, so VTEC, right? If you might have noticed that last pull and the pull before that, you might have not heard the VTEC kick on as aggressively as the first pull. You could. Okay. Well, in the first pull, it was like a.
You knew.
You know, but so like the later you delete VTEC, the harder you hear it kick in, the harder you feel it kick in, right? But we want to turn it on as soon as possible because we want the power gains in the VTEC as soon as possible, right? There's a point at which if you kick it on too soon, you're not actually getting any power from it. really, or you kind of messed up your drivability. I kept bringing VTEC down, and look, we brought VTEC down like 400 RPM, and you see this massive gain right here when VTEC kicked in. You see it right here, which is really nice. So
you'll still feel it, because I still want that like initial
look at you. It's like, it looks like a turbo band right there. You know, that little, you'll still feel that little kick. Or we could delay the shit out of it so it feels like you have a little nitrous hit.
I'm gonna let you decide that.
No,
like, whatever you think you.
But obviously it dips off because now that VTEC kicked in, my feeling gets a little off, right? Because the feeling becomes different now with the VTEC kicking on. So it's getting cleaner, it's getting good.
As long as that little belt holds on.
I mean, around 250 horsepower is good. I mean, like some people even said like 250 is kind of like the number. Like
I would love that.
Yeah,
I said it from the start. 250 would.
250 is like the dyno jet number, and like I said, this thing's been really, really consistent to a dyno jet. Like ever since we redid I redid everything. I mean,
Sounds sick.
We still have a lot of cleaning up to do because we're swinging with the VTC, we're swinging the timing, we're swinging the VVTI. So we got to make sure that we're learning everything we need to learn from each pool.
I say we go until the belt blows. Ah, you know what they say, Djnoway. When it rains, it pours. You know. What's it looking like down there?
Fucking bad.
Pouring rain.
No, down there.
It looks like someone smoked crypto and put this belt on.
Hold on, can you shine your light a little bit down there? Now, Boney. Ugh. Ow!
That radiator's dumb hot.
That belt is.
Can you see it?
Yes, I can see it. They can see it.
You guys installed it improperly.
No, we didn't.
I don't think so.
Incorrect.
Oh, so you put it together right, and that's why it broke.
Tonight, I don't think it'll make sense to keep it going because we're about to lose the belt.
I mean,
officially.
so here's the thing, right? As how it sits right now, it's probably more tuned than most KU series out there. It's like, it's safe right now. It's just not optimal. You see the power band, it's like, whatever, because it's just not clean right now. Take it off, you can go rip on it and like make sure it doesn't break again. You can get it back on and like tune it optimally.
Well, I would like to like situate like the belt
What's what I'm
and
saying,
make
like,
sure everything.
well, you can go rip on it, make sure the belt's situated, and we can throw it back on. So, catastrophic failure on a dyno. But like I said, you could rip on it right now and you're not gonna hurt anything. Other than you're
No,
flying.
I'm about to lose the
I'm
belt.
saying,
Oh.
you fucking fix it.
Oh yeah, well, I thought you meant tonight.
Yeah,
You're like, okay, I
No.
see.
So like, it is what it is.
Man.
It's a shakedown, and you're not paying for it. So the dyno session, so you admit it. The worst
out
is
to
when like you have to pay for a dyno session,
And this
your car
happens.
breaks. It happens. You still got to pay your tuner. You still showed up. He did the base map, did all this. You're still out all the money. Like, so it sucks. You can't usually shake down a car until it's tuned. So it's just like this like circle of better hope.
It's an expensive circle.
expensive circle.
It could get expensive. James wants to get it running tip top. Can't. I'm more than happy with that.
Plus, I want to get like a really, since this is a really cookie cutter setup, I want to get like a really nice base map for this, so I could like help people out.
Get a good recipe
because
for
the
it to
K-Series
share.
plug and play for the K is like, I think it's like the best ECU of the year because no one makes a good standalone plug and play for the K. Now we got one.
Yeah.
And so
really show the potential.
we
of
use it a lot, but we use it on like turbo cars, a big, fully built head ITB car. So it's nice to have an OEM setup that can have a base map for people. So I can just plug it.
Yeah.
This will get you started. So.
All right, time to take it off the dyno. Tonight was not a complete fail. It is unfortunate, but we will fix it. We will be back better than ever.
All part of the process.
Trust the process. I tell you guys time and time again. You guys see the potential in the car. This car has the recipe, like James said, to be a good running NA vehicle. Is that right, Ant?
Technically, I won.
No, you didn't.
Yes, it did.
It blew your note. We're not done.
You said 234.
We're not done.
I said 235. Your number's lower, my number's higher.
Not over yet. Me and Ant are gonna figure out what's going on with it, why the belt is slipping, walking. There's something going on up there.
We'll either figure it out or we won't figure it out.
We will figure it out.
All right, we could make, so the power band actually looks pretty good. We can make it cleaner. Obviously, we're gonna lose this dip right here. We could probably bring VTEC in a little bit sooner too, which is pretty crazy, to help bring this little area up here. The up top though, it won't vary too much. Maybe we'll get a couple more horsepower out of it. But look at this. We only revved the thing to 8,600. I mean, only.
Oh my.
That's pretty high. It sounded like it was revving forever, didn't it?
I wish it went more, but no, it sounded like stuff was gonna. Yeah.
You're just like looking at the laptop, like, how are we not finished? But you can tell, look how hard it falls off, right? And that's just the limitation of flow. You could see it in the map because you could see the manifold pressure. It starts to have vacuum again, right? So if you got a bigger manifold, like a skunk manifold like this, this will only increase. So you'll gain a little bit of power, but what will be nice is it won't fall off nearly as hard, so the power will continue.
So the manifold is like kind of limiting me at this
'cause
point.
the engine's pulling more air through it than the manifold can allow through without it restricting it. I mean, it didn't lose any efficiency. It didn't lose much efficiency until, I guess, I mean, you could see it
On the high end.
on the high end, but it really didn't fall off hard until we got to 7,500 RPM, which the engine, I think, I don't know, probably the TSX probably comes revving to 76, you know what I mean? So it makes sense.
And there's always room, like James said, I could do stuff down the road to improve it, but I want to kind of get this dialed in first, and then we make improvements and see the gains in stages. It'll be cool to see. I'm beyond happy with this chart thus far. I'm very happy with the power that it is producing. Like I said, we're not done. He still wants to clean it up a little bit. We have to address some things first. Oh God, you hear the bell.
He can't help himself.
With that being said, I'm sorry to disappoint you guys. It wasn't a complete wash, but it's gonna be back on the dyno, and we will get the actual number, the actual result. So you guys are just gonna have to wait, stay tuned for that. I'm sorry, but this kind of stuff just happened. So stay tuned. If you could leave a like, comment, definitely subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. And I'll see you guys in the next one.